to go for something. I'm not sure if they can kill the Doom. He has a lot of HP, but with the Monkey King ulti, they have a lot of damage. Nice Centaur stun once again. Is there a save? No. Song comes out, but it's too late to save the Doom. At the same time, this could be huge. They have a Chain Frost here. The net comes out, so much damage coming out on the Monkey King. Nobody better be Cookie. And she can be, because she has 3000 HP 22 minutes into the game. He's taking a lot of damage here, could be in a lot of trouble. Disarm comes out, Wukong as well, but it's just gonna hit the illusion. Doom onto the Mars as well, and that is huge. Monkey King now trying to use his BKB to man-fight. I'm not sure if this is the fight Nav he really wants to go for, already having lost both the Mars and the Techies. What can they still do? The answer is nothing, and they end up retreating, losing 2 heroes. Ooh, Void Spirit's still here, and he's gonna go down as well, so it's a 3-0. 15 HP regen, which isn't too much, honestly. Ooh, and they try to go for an initiation here, and they do manage to kill the Crystal Maiden. At the same time, Arena comes out, Techies jump as well, but they just don't have the damage right now. Wukong's command comes out as well. Could possibly kill the Lich. Good amount of damage coming out onto the Naga as well, but you only get it down to half, and then the BKB runs out and gets booted. And now the Void Spirit is in trouble as well, gets stunned. Should be able to jump out here. And Nesper just fighting this Monkey King through his stacks, and it doesn't even seem to matter. And the Suck coming out as well, and Monkey King is gonna fall. Void Spirit manages to
I feel like
out.
a fight for Nant would be catastrophic right here. They're still gonna try though. Nice Manta dodge from Nande. And already this fight looks pretty difficult for Nant. They're focusing the Dusa. I don't think they have any chance of killing the Dusa. Now the Duel comes out onto the Bloodseeker with the Blade Mail. He's taking a lot of punishment. He's not going to be able to survive that at all. Mu tries to go in as well. Now he needs to get out too, and Husky already died as well. Going for a buyback once again. Merlin dying, nothing new here. But Supreme manages to take down leaders as well. And Merlin buys back to Jamson, still doing a lot of damage, but not quite able to take down Supreme. Now he's in trouble, doesn't have any mana left. Can he get out? Husky is gonna die back as well. Jamson dying into the beach. They're just gonna try to end it here. Buyback was used now from the Morphling as well. One more chance. What can they do here? Morphling TP's in. Can they kill the Dusa this time? She is very low on mana, but no one is dying just yet. The roll coming out from Supreme. Nana is getting very low, doesn't have an Aegis. Can they kill the Dusa? Everyone's getting disarmed. It's so close, but it's just not quite working. And they do finally get her. But at what cost? Janssen trying to run away here, cosplaying a Dusa, but lost all of his mana in the process. Can't even wave for him out. Janssen getting so incredibly low. Does have stick charges. Should be able to get out. No, he gets mana drained and he goes down. That's a dieback. Who now getting incredibly low as well. Doesn't have... No, actually does still have buyback. Now we see the charge onto Supreme. What can they do here? Nice focus fire and Shackle coming out. RP onto 2. Can this really save Supreme? He is very low, but he should be able to get out, and instead it looks like it's gonna be Zibe going down. Actually, they find a lasso onto Yamson, but Supreme heavily overextending there, doesn't have a charge of his ulti, and he's gonna die, but Respect manages to get... because of the Plague Voids. Just mega annoying to deal with, and we see the roll in onto the edge. Can they burst anyone here? There is a lasso onto the Wind Ranger, but it doesn't end up doing too much. You see the focus fire coming out on the Batrider, but Janssen actually gets absolutely exploded there, wasted his wind run. And Gunnar doesn't have a roll left, so can't really do anything. Nice harpoon. Can Gunnar get out of this one? He gets the swashbuckle away. Wind Ranger buyback as well. If they can kill the Dusa, that would be massive. Enge does go down. Nice shackle onto the Dusa, but it doesn't... Okay, now they finally get the damage, and they're gonna get the Dusa. So now Roche is up. Oh, and Supreme... He's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Hex coming out into the charge, perfectly timed into the Nether Strike, into the Swashbuckle. But it's... Oh, Yule's coming out. Can he get the Astral Steps? But the... Oh, beautiful RP onto 3 people. Can they kill anyone here? The Stone Gaze came out as well, but no one is dying just yet. And now Gunnar going absolute ham with his roll. Jamson going for a focus fire onto the Dusa, and Dusa just disappears. No buyback. Batrider dead as well. And they keep chasing. They find both the Enchantress as well as the Magnus. And they're both gonna fall. It was such a nice RP, but it's gonna be a 5-0 in favor of Nant. Very boring. but also it's probably the way to do this. Ooh. You see an RP onto 2. Can they do anything with this? No, because Bulldoze was already out. I guess they can possibly kill the Klings, but no, he gets a death pact off and he's gonna survive. It's instead gonna be Supreme going down. Now Poison Over on a lot of heroes, and Dusa's already getting pretty low. Pops the BKB in the Stone Gaze, dealing a good amount of damage here. Can they kill anyone? It doesn't look like it, and she's out of mana and she's out of the game. 90 seconds, no Dusa. GG is called. Back into the game, and I mean, would it really be the same game if Mu wasn't kinda dying? But this time it looks like he's only kinda dying and not fully dying. Goes for an onslaught as well. Nande is in trouble once again, but I think the Blink Dagger is done now. Can Gunnar cancel the TP for Supreme? Can he find this kill? He is gonna find it, but he's gonna pay the ultimate price as well. He gets a double kill, but immediately loses his streak. He is tanky, but he's far from invincible, especially with the multiple Iron Shells and the magic damage. But Nande actually ends up finding Husky as
working
well.
towards a BKB, and that's gonna be a big item. Nice bounty strike onto 2 people. Jamsen has his BKB though, so even despite being in the Wukong's command, he can still definitely fight this. And Nande getting so low, and he's gonna get bursted. Jamsen survives. And this is another fight that looks to be going into the favor of the Nouns, but Supreme is still alive, and Zibe is out for blood, while Gunnar is getting quite low here. He does manage to find Supreme. Can they get the kill on his Tinker? It looks like it. He's getting so low, and he is gonna go down. Gunnar still being alive. Everyone on Nouns is so low, and actually they managed to kill the Sven somehow. He's gonna live, and he has a regen rune, so he can just pop that one, and Nouns can potentially go back in, and they catch the Monkey King without a BKB, and he's just gonna get absolutely blown up. Sitting there with 200 HP, throwing out the Wukong's command, but there's no escape for him. Sven going for some big hits here with his BKB. Merlin goes for a nice jump. I don't think that Tinker is gonna make it out, and he isn't. So once again, 3 heroes down, and Zibe is gonna go down as well. Disastrous fight for Into the Breach, just vastly overstaying their welcome. They almost got the kill, hexing Tinker the moment he comes out. So jump in onto the Disruptor, gets instantly blown up. Does have a buyback though. That's another buyback committed, and can Into the Breach stop this somehow? Supreme just being annoying with his E-Blades. He has to be so careful. Blink in from Husky into... Oh, actually, how did they manage to shut down the Tinker inside his BKB? He's gonna fall. Everyone on Into the Breach is dying.
Lucas not in the safest positions of all, but does have BB3 as backup. Meanwhile, up top, at the top rune position, here comes Egor, takes down Arrow first. Could they have a turn onto the Wind Ranger? But no, they see Screen instead. Meanwhile, Lucas on the other side does have the Mantistel up again and fights into Mitro and Dodran at the same time. Out comes the Shackles, but they do try and chase onto Mitro. The Morphling goes into full strength mode, but it's not enough HP. Not against all this damage. The Harpoon goes out from BB3. Another Shockwave, a pull-in, and there's the kill. Onto the Morph, the first death of Mitro, but might not be the last. The Screen goes down again. It's not going to be enough healing from the Wands. There's nothing that's going to be enough to stop the Moneymakers. Shackles again, but here comes their reaction. Rolling Thunder. Egor goes up to the high ground as Puerto gets ripped apart, but Arrow's got attention from that top tier 3 tower falling. BB3 going in for the Skewer. Pulls back the Dusa as much as possible, but after the disarm and the Stone Gaze, Screen might just die here. Good Decrepify is just setting up Screen to die. And even so, it's just going to be Lasso up onto Arrow. And even with the Glimmer, it's just going to be a good old Chrono from Lucas. Turning on to Dodran as well. And the GG's going to get called by the Dusa, as Proletary should be the last one to fall in this match. They do have Metamorphosis available on Mitro. Dodran a little deep with the Monkey King. In comes the Terrorblade, trying to take out as much as possible, but the Wukong's command will come out very late. It's not going to be enough for the Monkey King, but can they turn onto Lucas? A very, very tanky Medusa. Out comes the Doom. Proletary will die for this. Can they fight this? Egor buying back onto the Keeper of the Light. They will go on for the chase as the Primal Roar will connect onto Micro Fernushka's Terror Blade. No buybacks coming out from Screen Squad after the Gone hits down the cooldown for 35 seconds. It's actually going to be a Lean gonna get caught with the Mystic Flare dual double combo, and the combo is perfect as the Dream Coil comes out. The duel doesn't go through, and the Dream Coils are not going to be broken as Karl'dan jumps forward with the BKB, trying to get onto Pima. Eventually rips apart the Oracle, but the kills are just not happening. Avalanche still has Omni Slash. There is going to be a good lasso onto SB Neon, and the puck falls down, but the Omni Slash comes out. Taeyun and the Bat Rider are going to get caught. Sunset goes down first, and a dive, a deeper dive by Troublemakers. Could they find another potential kill? Vendetta in with the Invis, the Shadow Blade comes out, but is there a perfect RP right there? And the tree grab is working perfectly as they get Avalanche, Roshan as Vendetta, and everyone else comes through. The double silence, and in they go. They get Pima first, and the Swift Slash takes out Sunset. In comes the tree volley, but it's not going to work as SB Neon silences up the Tiny, and Omni Slash goes out onto Taeyun. RP goes onto the Juggernaut, but then picks up SB Neon. The kill onto the Morphling. Next is eventually this Magnus, as the damage from Karl'dan is just immense. Pima dying back right here of Taeyun. But look at that damage of the Morphling. That mana is going down. Avalanche still has the Aegis though. We have to keep that in mind. Karl'dan a little deep, but the RP gonna miss again. Aleem not catching onto SB Neon. And can Avalanche make it out? He still had that Aegis. It's gonna be the first death only. But SB Neon gonna get blasted down. All with the effects. And down goes the Ember Spirit for 2 minutes full. Avalanche with the Stone Form trying to turn around, takes out Aleem as Vendetta is hunting as much as possible. The Ice Path will miss. Vendetta will jump through with the Astral Step, and there gets saved with the Disruption. Sunset trying to go in for the Miracle play, but down goes Vendetta. And then it is actually going to be 3 for the price of 3 so far. Taeyun against the world. But the Morphling has nothing to offer, has nothing to turn with. Gets blasted on. And Avalanche, with their second life, will take it out on this Morphling. There is no survival here, my friend.